Hey everyone. Today it's feeling like a wonderful fall day, and so I wanted to make a coffee card. So I have these two products here that are both coffee themed. I'm going to use a stamp that says coffee date soon. That's from my favorite things Cup of Love stamp set. And I've grabbed all these different scraps of cardstock. And this die set is the Sizzix Sidekick Side Order, and it is called Fresh Brewed. So it's got this beautiful coffee embossing folder, just this little mini embossing folder, and then some dies. So I'm basically taking out, there's 11 dies in this set, and I'm only taking a few of them out because I just want to use the coffee takeout cup. So it's got like the coffee cup, the lid, the little band around the cup, whatever you call that. So I'm going to use that brown paper for the embossing folder. And I had previously ink blended that with ground espresso distress oxide ink. So here all my pieces are cut out. This embossing folder is done. That embossed wonderfully. And I'm just cutting it down a bit. I wanted to put it diagonally across the card, and it seemed a little funky. It's a little too chunky there, so I will eventually cut it in half. And I was just lining up. I thought I wanted 2 cups on here, but then just the size of everything wasn't fitting. So here I am trimming this embossed cardstock in half so that I just have 1 strip of coffee cups, and that fit way better. But I wanted it diagonal, but I was playing with it. Should I have it straight? Not? Should I have 2 of them? And then I decided I just want the one, and to make it fit better, I'm actually only going to use 1 coffee cup. And I did cut out some hearts out of that same glitter cardstock. So I'm just playing with the placement a little bit again, and I decided, you know what, I do want it in that diagonal shape. So I'm getting out my clear embossing powder and my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and I'm going to put this in my MISTI and line up the stamp. These stamps can be so sticky. I had a bit of a time trying to get it straight there. It was sticking to my finger a little bit. Anyways, I've got the placement right, inking it up. Thankful for my MISTI because I did have to do it a second time. And then just embossing that with clear embossing powder. I almost always emboss my sentiments with clear embossing powder. I don't know why, I just like that. So just lining it up, the panel is a little shorter or smaller than the card base, so there's going to be a bit of a border, and I decided I did not want it white. I wanted to come in with that ground espresso distress oxide ink again. And being that I went direct to paper on there, it is a little darker than the strip, but I don't mind that at all. So I thought of gluing that embossed strip down first, but then I decided, you know what, I'm going to stick the coffee cup together. And while I was doing that, I guess I got focused on that, and I forgot to go ahead and glue the strip on so that I could trim the edges off before putting the panel onto the card. So you'll see in a moment here, got it all lined up, kind of like how it is. And then I decide, you know what, let's go ahead and glue that panel onto the card base. So I think I had the first half of it glued down before I realized I did not put the little strip down. So I'm gonna have to measure that out and trim it. I did think, well, maybe it would be easier if I put it straight, but no, I really wanted it crooked. So I did line it up on there, and then I will come in with a pencil in a moment here and mark off where it needs to be trimmed on either side of that panel. And it actually wasn't hard to do at all, so it wasn't really a big deal. So now I'm going to come in with my Barely Art glue again and glue that panel down. Lining it up so it's a little bit crooked. And then I will glue on the coffee cup. and then glue the hearts on. That heart on the right side, there was a little smudge of ink that I got there, so that was an easy way to know where I wanted that heart to be placed, because I sometimes struggle with where to put embellishments. But anyways, this card is done, and I think it turned out really cute. Just a little fall coffee date soon. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, peaceful day.